All right, there you go.
That is facts.
Way before the new guy.
Let's go.
Remember the janitor that we talked about in a small city? He, according to him, was called the N-word by an administrator in the school. He hit record on his cell phone at that time. He then informed the woman who called him the N-word, "I am recording you." She said, "Well, that's illegal," according to him. And she then said, "I will be connecting with the DA and I will have you prosecuted." He went home. Police came to his house, seized his phone. We have the video. Police came again to arrest him after he contacted the media. When the media called the police to inquire, they went to his house, locked him up. He makes bail. He goes home. They come to his house again and they said, "You have a ticket that you never took care of." There's another issue. Now that same janitor has been arrested again by another agency. The unbelievable.
So,
damn, brother can't catch a break.
No, so because she's cussing him out, calling him the N-word, and basically, the whole story revolves around some child that lost a wallet, and they basically tried to accuse him of stealing the wallet. All right, but let's go to the next timestamp. Watch this. So they come to his house. Hold on a second. They come to his house at like 2 a.m., right? And they say that they got a 911 call from his house. All right, watch this.
Man, how can I help you?
I'm answer the front door for receiving calls from here.
No one called you.
Again?
Why are you here?
Because you called us.
Nobody called you.
Yes, you did.
Nobody called you, sir.
Well, I confirm with you. So please come down to the front door.
I'm asking you why you here.
I already told you because someone called us here.
Nobody called you, sir.
Okay, well, come to the front door.
So you see that they come there. They said they harassing him, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody called, right? He's telling them, "I didn't call you." So damn, that should be enough. Okay, well, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna leave, right? Yeah. Nah, that's not what happened. Damn. Let's see what happened.
A warrant. Here it is.
Sound like they kicking down the door.
What do you got? No, I ain't do nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Nobody calls the police.
For what?
Come in the house harassing you.
Bro, that's crazy. So they came back to
This is so sad.
Yeah. Keep playing it for a second.
I'm very confused in the story.
After he complained to a white colleague about using the N-word, Dudley was fired from that junior high school. Dudley says when he told her he had the recording, that's when she threatened to get the district attorney involved and have him arrested. The cops did show up at his house. It looks as if they made good on the initial threat. Here's that video.
Well, we're gonna have to come in. Who's here with you?
Me and my children.
Just you and your child. How many kids do you have? Three. Okay, they sleeping?
Two of them sleeping, one of both.
Well, we don't want to wake them up. Who is your wife or fiance? I don't know her relationship. Your wife?
Not here.
Okay, is she working? Or?
She's working.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to come in just to make sure nobody else is here other than your kids. But we'll sit down and talk.
Now I want you to watch this guy when he exits. Okay, so you can cut it there. So basically, he took the phone, right? He took the guy's cell phone. They take it and do their forensic examination and basically erase everything on the brother's phone. He loses contacts. He loses pictures. Some of his iCloud stuff now has been deleted off the phone because they want to make sure there's no evidence.
Right.
Because this is how much pull whoever this woman is at the school
That's what I was waiting for.
that said, I'm going to get the police on you.
Right.
They came. They came. So the brother lost his job. And there was even 911 calls, and they were saying the wife got involved, and she said, look, nobody called 911. And they said, well, this is the number that it came from. She said, well, call it. They called the number, and his phone never rang. So, this was all set up, and I'm going in this because this brother, we got a brother that's saying, well, they have to double check because of domestic violence. Yeah, we understand that, but this sister or this woman, this Edomite woman, actually had the power, right, to put these through the district attorney, send the police there to harass them, and so anyway. Through a process of time, man, this brother got like 85 charges against him.
If it was domestic violence, they would have said that when they came to the door.
Right.
He said, my wife ain't here, so how could it be possibly be
That's
domestic?
not the first time that went down like that, right?
Right.
You remember when what was it, Gardner, when he got choked out by the police and the dude recorded it? They gave him a hard ass time. They ended up locking up that dude. I don't know if he died or not. The one that recorded the incident. Eric Gardner, I think that was the one that the police choked out in New York. But the guy that recorded it, they gave him a hard time, and I think he was on papers or something like that. Like he was on parole or probation. So they tried to use that as a tack to go get to him or whatever, because he had them dead to rights. He had them dead to rights in the recording. But they did the same kind of tactics, though. They kept harassing him. Hey, go to Matthew 10 and 16. When people going to realize this, because he did something not wise.
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
This is when our people start reading the Bible, understand. When they're amongst these people, we like sheep among wolves.
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
So he needed to play his cards. What did he think he was going to gain by telling her he had a recording? For saying that, was she supposed to say, "Oh, I'm not going to say it anymore now that you have the recording"?
Or she gonna stop?
He should have made multiple recordings, and he should have took that to the district without even saying that to her. Then all her calling the police stuff like that, it'd have been too late. Well, people gotta realize that they the enemy. He's telling her he's recording, so she can't say it was against her will. He shouldn't even said that then. He should have just recorded it and then played the recording. They could have said it's illegal recording, but she couldn't deny that what she said.
Well, you know what they say, hindsight, right? 2020, and at the time when he was involved with it, we don't know the relationship he got with that woman, but we see clearly the power that she had, and what how they executed judgment basically against this brother.
Yeah.
That's some, bruh.
Coming to your
that's
house.
some wicked. That's some really wicked stuff. Give me that in.
Be wise.
Give me that in Psalm 50.
That wasn't going to do anything. So he recording her. All right, I'm recording you. What was
she made you realize who had the power?
What was supposed to happen? What do you think was going to happen when he saw that she was being recorded?
She gonna stop cussing.
Well,
stop calling them niggas.
Give me that Psalms 50 and 19 to 20.
Mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
Wait a minute. Read verse 16 so we know who the Lord is speaking against.
Verse 16. But unto the wicked God saith.
Who?
The wicked God saith.
So the Lord is speaking to the wicked. So when you read Malachi 1:4, you'll see that the wicked here he's speaking to is your friendly neighborhood white man. Jump back down to 19.
Verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit.
And that tongue frameth what?
Deceit.
Uh-huh.
Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son.
Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Because because of time, we can't play the whole the whole video. But basically, they trumped up charges against him that were found to be false. Okay, the reason they came back, they said, well, you had your license was suspended, but then he proved, or his wife proved, no, his license is valid. You know, so they was just trying to find different things to basically terrorize this brother. You know,
and she walk off scot for nothing. Nothing happened to her.
Ain't nothing, not so far. You know,
got no proof.
Small town America. Okay, small town America. All right, what you got next, officer?
All right, next we got the teacher dies after the cops tase him for several minutes.
Oh yeah, this was crazy too.
One.
This was crazy too. Hey, is the phone lines open today? Do we have the phone lines open? IT.
Hell no.
Hang up.
We're good now.
Hey, you
We good?
have the off.
Hey, call in. Call in if you got any comments, questions concerning the topic today. All right, we going into
right.
Yeah.
This is
current events. All right, 407 is that 484 or 494? 494 5479.
Yep.
407 494 5479.
The scriptures say, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on I.U.I.C. TV. That's right, I said on I.U.I.C. TV.
Do you know your history?
I'm going to show you and prove to you that the Israelites are black, were always black.
Dance for time, just move up your body. Don't get loose and groove on the body. Bruise, wine. Put on the armor, the procedure complete. Me nah go back, nah retreat. All traitors, every Jezebel must get delete. Me no sleep on a demon, me keep a full clip. Conspire me downfall, cause them want to see me slip. Stay close to the real ones, we seal off and legit. Cause I gotta use them to keep your soul from the pit. This a war life, I swear the
You know, I gave them a soundbite for the police.
I'm
just saying.
Hey,
long time ago. But you ask about a phone, they play, hang up. Not funny, brother.
Play the video.
Play the video.
A black teacher dies after a violent arrest by the LAPD. Here's the video.
Just have a seat up against the wall there, okay? Have a seat against the wall. Have a seat against the wall here.
Everybody got to see me, sir.
Have a seat
I don't want
against
to
the
be in the
wall
black.
over here.
I want people to see me.
Sir, okay, you can sit right there then. If you want to be seen, sit right there.
No, I don't want to sit right there.
Sit right there if you want to have somebody see you. Come here. Come here. Now, get down over there. Turn over on your stomach right now. Turn over on your stomach right now. Turn over.
Yes.
Turn over.
Yes, sir.
Over on your stomach. Get over on your stomach.
Hold on. Okay, please, sir, please don't do this. Please don't do this, sir. Please. Help me, please.
You know what?
Help me, please. No, please help me. Help me, please. Please.
Keenan, relax. Keenan, relax.
Help! They're trying to kill me! Hey, stop, I'm gonna tase you!
Stop it, I'm gonna tase you. I'm gonna tase you. Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Turn over. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, or I'm gonna tase you. Turn over, I'm gonna tase you.
Yes.
Watch your elbow, partner.
You're trying to do it for me.
You're trying to just stop it. Stop it, I'm gonna tase you.
Keenan died. I have more video.
All right, that's
Here
it.
it is.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, he did. But I got what you want to see him? Can I get a script cap?
Yeah.
Matthew 5:25.
So what was the whole thing about?
So they didn't really get too much in there, but apparently the brother just wasn't listening. Like his fear was, like he was saying, y'all trying to George Floyd me. I think he was just fearful for his life.
Right.
And that's the way he reacted.
Right.
With everything that's been going on in society, that's just how the brother reacted. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him.
And that's something that our people need to understand. Like, when you get pulled over by the cops, whatever they say, you got to do it. Like Officer was just bringing out, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Like
I'm about to say, read the same scripture again, brother.
We gotta.
Because our people is this. Oh,
yeah.
I understand the situation. I'd have been nervous too. What should you do in that situation? He told you the first time. Now, if he would just got down like he said, then they did what they did to him. Then you can more say, all right, this is obviously he listened, he complied, and they just killed him. We give them a chance to do that stuff. When we start running away and start acting crazy,
right?
What was he gonna run?
Yeah.
So he died from the taser wounds.
Yeah. Being tased too long.
That must have been that's a painful death.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't deserve death, but we got to start being wise in these situations. This ain't a both them jeans situation. You in your house eating ice cream, somebody come and shoot you.
Yeah.
You got the opportunity to just get down and just get arrested. But I understand the fear. I understand him reacting that way.
Can I get one more? Deuteronomy 28 and 65.
There it is.
That's the curse.
The curse, the mindset of the brother, because a lot of our people, dealing with that. They don't know that the scriptures actually talk about that. It's because we break God's commandments is why we respond in these ways. We're not being educated on how to properly deal with these situations.
And I'm glad you're saying that, because this is showing our people, and our people know this, but we're not being educated correctly because we know that we get two different sets of treatment, right? And I can understand why the brother responded that way, because when you've seen the trauma for so long that's happened to our brothers and sisters, and you bring up both of them, Gene. Now, I might feel like I don't want to resist, but hell, I don't know what you gonna do. Right. Hell, you done busted in a man's house that was sitting there just eating ice cream in his house. You just shot him out of nowhere. You remember the brother that they shot in Miami that was taking care of he was out there. I think he was with a mentally unstable brother, and he put his hands up, and they still shot him. There was another one I remember in Carolina where the cop told the brother, "Get your wallet or give me your ID." He turns to get his ID, and the cop shoots him. And he asked the cop, "Why did you shoot me?" The cop says, "I don't know."
Right. Damn. You know, in both of them situations, they didn't die. The last two you named, they didn't die.
But what I'm saying is, I can understand why this brother, would be afraid. We understand what the scriptures say in the curses.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at it for, before you even come into the realization that you're an Israelite. There's still certain commandments that you be keeping just off how you was raised.
Right.
The brother that put his hands up that got shot, and the brother that went into his thing, he got shot. He actually kept the commandment of agreeing with his adversary quickly. Most High didn't. Not saying he knowingly in his head said, "I'm keeping this commandment," but he did it, and he didn't die. That brother didn't agree, not knowing he breaking the commandment.
Yeah, he did,
and he did. I'm just like, that's the only thing we could do is try to keep the commandment in that moment, because we ain't gonna get no, like the scripture says in Deuteronomy 28, we ain't gonna get no ease. We ain't gonna get no ease. So our best bet is to try to trust in the Lord and do what the Lord says in that situation. Easier said than done, of course. Much easier said than done.
They got a comment from Vincent Phillips. I hope they call in, the phone working. It says the full story is that he was fleeing for his life and actually called out to the police officer for help.
Wow.
Then that cop tried to keep him there in that one spot, and he freaked out and tried to keep on running.
That makes it even worse.
He's fleeing from his life.
That makes it even worse.
Fleeing from his life from what?
Black man running.
It don't say. That's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
that's what makes that comment go funny.
Yeah.
Who are you fleeing from? It's easy to say that, but you got to give me the full
story.
Why is he fleeing?
Even if you was fleeing from something, if you fleeing, you see cops. They supposed to be there to help and protect you, right? If you're not doing anything wrong, let's just say for whatever reason.
Good. Maybe he's calling in.
Hey, shalom, caller. Welcome to the Lionz Den Radio Show. What's your question or comment?
Shalom, shalom. It's Brother Ehud from I.U.I.C. Chicago.
Hey, Brother Ehud.
On YouTube, Vincent Phillips. So I saw the full video, and he was running down the street because apparently someone had got into a car accident with him or something of the sort. And he was saying that they were trying to kill him. And that's when he ran to the cop for help. And the cop tried to keep him there to question him about the whole event. And the dude kept looking back over his shoulder like, nah, they're coming. I need to go. And then that's when the video proceeds, as y'all have it recorded.
So that's why he was trying to get out and he was like, let me get in broad daylight where people can see me, basically.
I mean,
because if someone is coming for me, I want to be seen.
It wasn't dark.
Right. But he's saying he up against the wall. You ain't going to have as many witnesses compared to being in the street like that.
Yeah, so it almost looked like he might have some kind of mental illness.
It did kind of look
which
like
they shouldn't have killed him.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have kept tasing the man that, I mean, he down, he handcuffed. What are you going to keep tasing him for?
Yeah.
I mean, Esau is just wicked like that. They're not going to look at us with compassion. They're going to just keep, the violence going. That's how they roll. It's in their spirit.
Exactly.
You're in the spirit, brother. Hey, question for you.
Yes.
What's your favorite radio station in Israel?
That's right. Come on now.
Don't do it.
Lionz Den.
That's
all praises. We put him on the spot.
He said, keep his names, brother.
We put him on the spot.
I want to say.
All right, keep listening, brother.
They know my
Appreciate you.
I want to say fix your face, but.
All right. So,
hey, all praises, brother. All praises.
Next, we got.
Did you read the script?
No, all praises. Come on, read that at Deuteronomy 28.
I set you up, man. It's the trauma. You got to read it.
The trauma. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 65.
Come on.
And among these nations shalt thou find no ease.
No ease, read.
Neither shall the sole of thy foot have rest. But the Lord shall give thee there a trembling heart.
A trembling heart is what a lot of our people got. They fear when them red and blue lights flash, they fear that their life might be at doubt. Read.
And failing of eyes, and sorrow of mind.
And sorrow of mind. That's
hey, the lights ain't even got to come on. They just jump behind you.
Hey, that's it. You slow down, you change lanes.
Turn your music down like, damn, I turn music down.
Do I got my seatbelt on? You make sure.
The radio ain't even on. I'm still reaching for it. Oh, it ain't on.
Hey, did you read 66?
Yes, sir. And verse 66, and thy life shall hang in doubt before thee. And thou shalt fear day and night.
Day and night. It don't matter. It like doing that. It was light outside. It don't matter if it's dark. It don't matter if the light out. Read.
And shalt have none assurance of thy life.
And that's what a lot of our people they suffer from right now, and they don't know that it's a curse from the Most High.
I'm glad you said that. You said they don't know, right? We spent not even a whole year, but I just deal with just the past year. Reaching out to Christian pastors to get solutions to stuff like this.
Right.
So we can sit down with the community, because what also Michael says is absolutely right. The way we was raised to run. Whereas opposed to, this is how you got to operate. This is how you got to talk to them, right? You can read Luke 4:18 real quick. This is what we've been trying to relate to our people with, because I guarantee you ain't going to see the Christian church out there. Hell, last time I think Jamal Bryant popped up on one of them, they told him, take your behind out of here.
Give him the beat down.
Yeah, like, get out of here, man.
It was fake.
Yeah,
read that real quick. This is what we're doing to our people, man.
The book of
Talking about Jamal Blunt.
Yeah, Jamal Blunt and a stripper. Shoot, got a
Pastor Blunt.
Hey, you know what? Pastor Blunt.
Damn,
his new church might be the Players Club.
Our bro is a clown for that whole.
Oh,
hey, what's up with the sound effects, man? They just dry.
I don't know, man. What's going on? We short-handed in there. What's going on? Go ahead and read the script.
No, we ain't gonna stand the new guy for that, bro. The new guy ain't even here.
Oh no, he back there.
Oh, he's back there. He's back. You in town? I was trying to say you, brother. See, I'm your brother. See, I was trying to. I didn't know he was back there. I gotta repent. It is you, new guy.
We gotta keep blaming until they get it.
He in there telling stories. They listening instead of doing their job. But
Man,
go ahead. Read the
patient
scripture,
stories.
man.
You on the
Go ahead.
Lionz
Read the
den now.
scripture, man.
The book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because he hath anointed me to preach the gospel to the poor.
That's what we go out, we teach our people. Our people that's poor in spirit. Read.
He had sent me to heal the brokenhearted.
Right. Like the solution Osamika gave according to the scripture, what Christ said, right? Agree with them so that you can live. Read.
To preach deliverance to the captives. And to recovering of sight to the blind.
Because our people is blind up there. They can't see their way right now. Read.
To set at liberty them that are bruised.
We literally just watched 2 videos of how people getting bruised the hell up.
Right.
And there's many more examples. This is how you know that the pastor ain't got no spirit. He ain't got no spirit in him.
The pastor ain't teaching our people nothing. Get Leviticus 26:14. They ain't teaching our people nothing because if you go and you ask your pastor, why are these things happening, they not going to have answers for you.
Hey, all praises. Who was that? Aaron Harvell. He in the spirit. He said Christian pastors do not have the answers or the solutions.
That's right.
Nor do they want to give advice to help our people.
Boom.
That's right.
Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb.
There we go.
Calling right now.
Finally got it. Hey, Shalom, caller. Welcome to the Lionz Den Radio Show. What's your question or comment?
Hey,
Make sure
man,
you
how
turn
you doing?
turn it down in the back. What's going on?
I'm good, man. Well, I was going back to that situation where the guy was running. I was in a situation myself, and it was I was already in the truth, but anyway, I was drinking a little too much. And I was actually going on to a military base. And when
they got plenty of guns on a military base, right?
I was cool. Everything was cool, but it was just the idea when they was asking me stupid questions, I got pissed off, and I went off on them. Next thing you know, I was out the car, and I put myself in the situation where I was thinking to myself, why did I do all this stupidness when I could have just shut my mouth? They probably would have just let me go.
Yeah.
So I understand what y'all saying. With the brothers, we do some stupid things sometimes, but it was like I should have just chilled, and I ended up having to get a lawyer and all kind of stuff. I ended up getting off of the situation, but
it cost you though.
Speedy judge.
And shut my damn mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All praises to the Most High. He showed you mercy, and sound like you got some understanding out of that situation.
Yeah, I did. But thank y'all for letting me share my story.
Okay. Hey, before you go, what's your favorite radio show? I.U.I.C.
All right. Hold on. Let me cross my fingers.
Put him on the spot.
We got
Sunday at 7 p.m.
We got to say
Sunday at 7 p.m.
Okay.
So they can stay in the
Sunday at 7 p.m. So the top can stay in the spirit. Hey.
So we 0 for 2 right now. We know we ain't their favorite radio show.
7 p.m. My bad. 7 p.m. Read that.
Ready.
Leviticus 26:14.
The book of Leviticus.
Now, they ain't got no excuse at 7 p.m. now.
Nah.
All right, now.
Chapter 26, verse 14.
Uh-huh.
But if ye will not hearken unto me, and will not do all these commandments, and if you shall despise my statutes, or if your soul abhor my judgments.
So what we reading, the Lord gave us a covenant, right? And he said, and we agreed to it. Okay, so when you ask your pastor, why are these things happening? And he can't give you answers, we're going to read it to you. We're going to feed you in the scriptures. Read on.
So that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant. I also will do this unto you.
Listen what the Lord said. Read that again.
I also will do this unto you.
The Lord said, I'm going to do this to you. Go ahead.
I will even appoint over you terror, consumption.
So wait a minute. When you laying there on the ground, 4, 5 cops holding you down and tasing you, that's terror.
Yeah.
That's terror. And then if it's true that he had left from an accident scene and people chasing him, and then he gets to this point, that's terror. Read on.
Consumption and the burning ague.
So now jump down to verse 25 right quick.
Verse 25. And I will bring a sword upon you that shall avenge the quarrel of my covenant.
That's your enemies right there.
Right.
And I will bring a sword upon you. Okay. So when we see these things happen, marvel not. There's a story. There's a backstory. There's a reason. And we just going to give you the understanding in the scripts.
That's all praises.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word